Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about this new Superman clip because I mean, when we talking about emotional baggage, that's what that is right there for real. Hold on, sorry. I want to try to the lighting is making me darker than what it needs to be. Hold on, let me see if I can try to readjust that. Give me 1 second, y'all, because where I'm sitting at, I can't really move it. Let me see. Okay. That's that's better. Let me see if I can try to. Okay, hope you guys can see me a little bit better. Ooh. Okay, let me stop. Anyway, the Superman clip that came out recently. I'm sorry, you ain't convincing me that this movie is good at all. And I know what it's trying to do. It's trying to play on the human emotional aspect of an animal, but I don't have a dog. I don't. I don't care for animals. I love animals, but I love them from a distance. A distance. Because if that's the case, I would have me a pet lion. Could you imagine me stroking a lion? Like, imagine this as a lion, and it's just like, yes, Mr. Simba, we shall rule over all. Mm. Oh, by the way, I went to Bucky's for the first time ever. But no, could you like imagine me just be like, yes, Mr. Whiskers. Yes. Because I love lions. So my animal of choice would have been a lion. I know it sounds crazy, but I've always had a fascination of lions since I was a little kid. It probably does thrive from Lion King, but I remember that these were some books. There was some animal books. It was a they used to show it in the 90s all the time, and they always used to have animals. And there were two books I used to beg my mom for, but basically it was the first one was definitely always lions, and I think the second one was either orcas or dolphins. But for one thing, definitely the lions. Anything lion related back in the day, I had a stuff. Besides the stuff Lion King to Simba I had and Nala I had. I also had a stuffed lion toy. I don't know where that damn lion thing went to. And I think I had like a few action figure kind of little things of lions, but I used to love lions. So, but that's when you're a child. When you're an adult, you realize like, hey, animals are a lot and you just cannot at all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what? Actually, I instead of Bucky, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Look how big Pikachu is. So I guess we can have Pikachu being yes, Mr. Whiskers, yes, Mr. Whiskers. So I mean, you know, imagine this is the lion that got captured by my enemy, and I'm like, where is he? Where is he? I don't know what you're talking about. Where is my lion? Where is he? I want him back. I want him back. So imagine that. But me dressed up as dun, 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 Superman. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm acting like that. Are you really about to sit up here and say that that's Superman related right now? No, you're gonna be like, what the hell is that? So let's look at this little quick clip, this 30-second clip from Jimmy Kimmel. So here is it is.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
Lex, I tried to stop him.
It's fine, Heather. Superman, we finally meet. Would you like a coffee?
Where's the dog?
Dog? The dog, Luthor! You took the dog!
That's right, Eve. Get all of this.
Where's the dog?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
He's just a dog.
I don't know what dog you're talking about. Ugly dog, okay?
What did you say?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. That is not Superman. Like, y'all, look. I get it. Y'all don't like Zack Snyder. I don't know why the internet has this biased hatred towards him. Is it because he made you think a little bit more with Superman? Made you question Superman, or made you think about Superman in ways that you never thought about? Because the fact that a lot of y'all saying that Superman would never, but then some of y'all are trying to praise this clip where it's like, yeah, because it's his dog or whatever. He should be no. Even if Superman was emotional, the only thing that would indicate that he was upset would be like him. He wouldn't have barged into Lex, office. What would have happened is he would have flew right in front of Lex Luthor like this, right? And he would have had his eyes glowing red to indicate that he was upset. And Lex Luthor would have went to the window, and he would have had some way to open up the window. Superman, come on in. And then Superman would be like, no thanks. Where's the dog, Luthor? What dog? You know what I'm talking about, Luthor. Don't play these games. Oh, I don't know. You tell me, Superman, since you can hear so well, since you can see everything in Metropolis, what dog would that be? I don't have time for your games, Lex. It's no game, Superman. But while you're over here trying to interrogate me about a dog, seems like someone, I guess a funny little reporter friend of yours. Could she be somewhere that she's not supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? That's typical response for Lex Luthor. And if you don't believe me with that one, I can show you another good clip. Too is it's actually from what was it? Superman the animated series, actually, where you actually do have him confronting Lex Luthor. Let me see. I think. You give me 1 second. I'm sorry, but where he actually confronts Lex Luthor, right? And he doesn't really lose his cool like that. So I don't know. I just find it kind of funny how we pick and choose when it's appropriate for Superman to have it. But honestly, that's not the Superman that you will really want to you know what I mean? Like okay, so look. So hold on, I gotta I'm giving you a quite of an example of what he would have did, but let me show you this scene because I know it is something. And remember, don't own this or whatever, all that nonsense, because they love trying to be like, oh, ain't nobody stealing shit, But this is an example. He would have either did something like what I said or something like this. So let's look at this.
I'm afraid we already have a window washer. Oh, the silent treatment, eh? Well, I don't know what you thought you heard out there, but I know what you can prove, and it's nothing. You see, Superman, I own Metropolis. My technology built it, my will keeps it going, and nearly 2/3 of its people work for me whether they know it or not. Even you have to admit it's a model of efficiency. And yet, I've often thought, why limit myself to just one city? A being with your abilities could be very useful to me on a, shall we say, global scale. Why don't you float on in and we'll discuss it? Say something!
I'll be watching you, Luthor.
Wait! I'm not finished with you!
Like, you want something like that as an example of what I mean. Like, I'm trying to give you like a better kind of thing, but this is kind of what you want to see when you like thinking about Superman. You know what I mean? You don't want him to have that emotional outburst, because it doesn't bode well, and it's very hypocritical to be like, oh, this is the Superman that we've always known. When have you really seen Superman have these emotional outbursts like that? Especially against Lex Luthor. No, not like that. Not like that. Lex would have to do something very, very terrible, and still in the dog. That ain't good enough. That is not good enough. He has to really be doing something else for Superman to be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to kill it. I'm gonna have to have this outburst. You get what I'm saying? And I know some people are gonna be like, oh, we didn't say anything when Superman had an outburst against Zod when he was attacking his mom. Yeah, that's his mom. I really expect no less. But even then, since let's also bring that one. Let's also bring that up too. I know how a lot of y'all hate that damn scene, but look at the calmness in the whole thing too. So because we need to compare, and we need people to understand how a lot of this stuff works. So because we need to see what the difference is for presentation and how you can make a scene work without making it look like a complete joke. Because right now what we're having is a complete joke. Okay, so once again, y'all already know I don't own this stuff, but I want you to look.
The problem of evil in the world. The problem of absolute virtue.
I'll take you in without breaking you, which is more than you deserve.
The problem of you on top of everything else. You above all. Because that's what God is. Horus, Apollo, Jehovah, Kal-El, Clark, Joseph, Kent. See, what we call God depends upon our tribe, Clark Joe. Because God is tribal. God takes sides. No man in the sky.
And can we admit, like, as much as a lot of y'all might hate this version of Lex Luthor, the fact that he knew he was Kal-El and also knew that his real name is Clark Joseph Kent. Most Lex Luthors in movies, it takes them years after Superman made many of debut before he even finds out his secret identity. And that's how you know that this manic thing right here, this crazy little thing, is a mask. It's a mask to show the real genius. We were so focused on the fact that he was so manic that we didn't pay attention to the fact that he was dropping crumbs, and the fact that he knew about Bruce Wayne and Clark at the same time. When you've really seen a villain knew the heroes like that and was able to set their asses up? I'm just saying, you can get mad about how he was portrayed. You can get mad about how Lex Luthor was portrayed and what he said and how he said it. But listen to, if we really listen to what he's saying, it's like, damn, this man isn't as bad as, I mean, you know, he might be manic on the outside, but on the inside, that is a damn right genius right there.
Guy intervened when I was a boy to deliver me from daddy's fist and abominations. I figured out way back. God is all powerful. He cannot be all good. And if he is all good, then he cannot be all powerful. And neither can you be. They need to see the fraud you are with their eyes. The blood on your hands.
What have you done?
And tonight they will. Yes. Because you, my friend, have a date. Across the bay. Ripe fruit his hate. 2 years growing, but it did not take much to push him over, actually. Little red notes. Big bang, you let your family die! And now, you will fly to him. And you will battle him. To the death. Black and blue. Fight night. The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. God versus man. Day versus night. Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham.
You think I'll fight him for you?
Yes, I do. I think you will fight for that special lady in your life.
She's safe on the ground. How about you?
Close, but I am not talking about Lois. No, every boy's special lady is his mother. Martha. Well, the mother of a flying demon must be a witch. The punishment for witches, what is that? That's right, death by fire. I don't know! I would not let them tell me. Now, if you kill me, Martha dies. And if you fly away, Martha also dies. But if you kill the bat, Martha lives. There we go.
Look at how he manipulated Superman. Now that is true to Lex Luthor's character. Y'all might not like the body that Lex Luthor is in, but the motivation, the way that he was able to manipulate Superman and make him fall to his knees, that is something that Lex Luthor enjoys doing. I'm telling you, this is something that was deeper. Think about it. You got these two muscled beings, Superman, Batman, and you have Lex Luthor. He could have been opposing, but the problem is he wouldn't have resonated if he was that muscle business guy. You want someone who they wouldn't look at. You want to hide in plain sight. That's what this Lex Luthor did. But this is what I'm talking about. As they confronted each other.
And now God bends to my will.
And you see the only time he got upset is right here where he saw the picture, right?
I don't know.
And see, look, that even though he was mad, he wasn't manic like that compared to what we saw in the Superman clip from James Gunn. He was outraged. He attacked, didn't think his plan through or anything. Whilst this Superman heard out Lex Luthor and heard what he's doing, and yes, could have easily, dropped it from the sky or any of that kind of stuff. But he knew he had to control himself. He composed himself even while confronting Lex Luthor.
Would not let them tell me. Now, if you kill me, Martha dies. And if you fly away, Martha also dies. But if you kill the bat, Martha lives. There we go. There we go. And now God bends to my will.
Which is what Lex loves.
Now the cameras are waiting at your ship for the world to see the holes in the holy. Yes, the Almighty comes clean about how dirty he is when it counts. To save Martha, bring me the head of the bat. If you look at the time, when you came here, you had an hour. Now it's less.
And that's what you want to do. That's the subtleties. That's the subtleness that you need to do when you're having Superman confront something. Even when he confronted Batman, he was still more composed. Even again with the remember the Batmobile scene where he was driving and then you saw Superman, and then you see Superman tip the Batmobile, bury the bat or whatever, stuff like that. You see how calm and collected he was when it comes to that kind of stuff or whatever, because Superman, even when he's upset or whatever, he's not outraged. He never shows that kind of emotion, that vulnerability. The only time he really does that is in certain moments where it's understandable, but just to be outraged on Lex Luthor like that is just pretty crazy, especially over the damn dog compared to his mother. Come on now, like, be so for real. This Lex Luthor captured his mother. If anything, he should be more outraged and upset over his mother, over the damn dog. You get what I'm saying? You see how apples and oranges, right? But I don't know. I'm just saying, I just kind of wanted to kind of like come on here and be like, I don't know. This isn't going to convince me to go and watch the Superman movie. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. You guys can watch Superman movie if you want to. I'm just saying, like, as far as somebody who's like just seeing a lot of the clips from this Superman, it's just like, something don't seem right. Something don't sit right with me. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Say bye, Pikachu. Pikachu. All right, everybody. I'll see you later.